Here's a way that you can fill a large gap and actually make it look pretty good. And what happened here was the cabinet, I put it up against the wall and the wall wasn't straight, so I had about maybe a 1/4 inch to 3/8 gap at the top. So what I did was simply put some tape on the wall, and again, you want to make sure it's the tape that will peel off. It's a painter's tape, and again, all the stuff, every time I get it, it's blue. It might be a different color in your neck of the woods, but in mine it's just a painter's tape. Painters use it. It's a tape that doesn't stick really good to the wall. You can peel it off, and you're not going to peel half the wall off. And you can see right here that I put it as close as I could to the area that I was going to fill the caulking in. Now what the tape does is prevents the caulking from going onto the wall. So a lot of times you'll go on there and you'll put the caulking on, and you'll take your finger or some type of a scrap block of wood and you will run it against the wall in between the cabinet and the wall, and you end up with some residue on the wall, and of course you would end up with some on the cabinet. Well, the tape prevents this from happening. Simply put the caulking on, peel the tape off, and voila, you've got a nice clean joint. And again, I'm using white caulking because the cabinets were white, and realistically it isn't something that you're going to notice unless you're some type of a meticulous person, which I really am not. I'd like to point one more thing out, and that is that it might take you a few tries to get this right where you want it. And of course, when I say a few tries, that's probably the wrong words. What I did here was I filled the gap, and then of course the caulking shrank, and then I went back and I filled it again and took the tape off, and then it needs to be filled one more time before I will be happy with it. So again, don't be discouraged. Don't try to handle this in one thing. If you've got a wide gap, by a wide gap I mean anything bigger than let's just say a little over 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 inch for sure, the caulking will shrink, and of course you will need to do it again. So you know, the first time you could fill it, actually the first time I filled it I didn't use the tape, and only used the tape on the second time. So hope these tips help. Let me know if you guys have tried anything like this, or if you like the videos, hit the old thumbs up button.